Did someone add material onto the end of Mark? The answer is yes. If you open up your Bible today, turn to Mark chapter 16. What you're going to see is a chapter that runs for 20 verses. If, however, you look at the end of verse 8, you're probably going to see a note, whether it's a footnote or a note added into the text that says most ancient manuscripts or authorities end the book of Mark right there. There are some that have an intermediate ending, and then some that continue on through verse 20, but that most authorities see what comes in 9 through 20 as secondary and doubtful, meaning verses 1 through 8 are the original ending of Mark. 9 through 20 is what someone tagged on because they didn't quite like the way that verse 8 left the Gospel of Mark. So how does verse 8 leave off the story of Mark? Well, if we just look at 1 through 8, what we have is Mary and Mary going to the tomb. The stone is rolled away, and there's a young man dressed in white. He tells them to go and tell the disciples that Jesus is going ahead of you to Galilee, where you will see him. And then we get our final verse. Verse 8 says, they fled from the tomb, for terror and amazement had seized them, and they said nothing to anyone, for they were afraid. So according to the oldest versions of Mark that we have, that is how the Gospel of Mark ends. Jesus is resurrected according to these verses, but no one has seen him. And the people who have seen the empty tomb do not spread the word that they've been told to share. The debates as to why this is the first ending of Mark are varied. We've got a longer video that discusses some of this. I'm going to link to it there. But the takeaway is, did someone add something to Mark? Yeah, looks like someone added a lot to Mark.